we've talked about your skill set a lot on the show and the speed and the burst and how you've been used in different ways. And Eric mentioned it a bit already, and you mentioned it as well, like the pacing and the more of like the nuance and the craftiness of being a receiver. We showed a clip last night of you. You were one on one with Taron Johnson, and it's man coverage. Taron's in trail, and you kind of fake like a little bit of an out and up. You hit him with that quick 1-2. Josh looks off the safety. It's in the red zone because you're Mr. Red Zone. You snap it back up field, and boom, it's a touchdown. Oh, here it is right here. Like this level of sharpness and decisiveness from your route was just tremendously impressive. Like the level of precision, like you can almost see right through the clip, like you're leaning into Taron, and when you feel like you establish that leverage, and when you feel him get horizontal, you snap it with your whole body right upfield. And the separation that you create, like we watch a lot of film here, and for me, I don't know if it's maybe you weren't given that opportunity before, but I haven't seen that level of like snap from you. Like this was just next level. Is this something that you particularly worked on in the off season, like that type of crispness or precision in your routes? Or if not, was there anything in particular like you worked on this offseason to kind of take your game to the next level? Because this route was gorgeous.
I would say it's more of a repetition thing. You know, the more reps I got at that route, and to be honest, that route was a pump route. So Josh out the huddle, he said, "Hey, pump this." So it was really a 10-yard out, right?
Yep.
So it was a 10-yard out. Taryn had outside leverage. It's man to man. Taryn had outside leverage, and he had help inside. I knew that because I see Micah in the middle of the field, so I knew he got help inside. So it was a pump route. So what I did was I gave him a move outside, release outside, made him jump outside a little bit more so I can get skinny and get inside. So when I pushed forward and I made it seem like I wanted to break out because it was an out route. And
Yeah, you made it
honestly,
look like an out and then turned it like an out and up,
yeah,
basically.
and they're used to our plays at this point. Terry's been around for a while, so he knows. So so he's like, okay. So I gave him move out. I made him feel like I was trying to run out. And I just, as soon as I seen his body flip, like when I seen this, as soon as I seen him open up,
Yep.
about to run out with me, I hit it back to the middle, and I stayed skinny. And Micah was in the middle of the field. Josh looked him off.
Yep.
I stayed skinny so I don't get close to Micah Hyde. And then he just zipped it right in there. You know what I'm saying? Great throw, great route. And we scored. But in the midst of it all, Terry's a great nickel corner. He's one of the best corners in the league.
And sound.
Nickels in the league. And I'm saying getting the move on him, it's pretty hard. He knows he has help inside. He holds his leverage well.
Yeah.
And he can run. So I just had to give him a move at the top. As soon as I see him open up, I gotta get missing, because if I take any much longer, Josh can't look Micah off too long, because Micah's pretty smart. He's gonna know something coming backside. So I can't, go out too long. So I just shortened it up, and it was a bang bang.
Gorgeous. And that's something we talked about last night too. Like, yeah, Taryn's one of the best slot corners in the league. And like, granted, this frame on that video is skinny, but when you pop it upfield, he's nowhere in the frame. Like, you separated like in a hurry. You're just ghost. And like, that was just gorgeous, man.
I give my heart. I talk to him every day. I say, listen, I don't care how much money the Bills paid you. I don't care. Like, you got number 7 on. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about you being the top nickel in the league. I was like, it's my turn.
Yeah, I love it.
He got.
I said, it's my turn now. And listen, you're one of the best nickels in the league, so I'm gonna have to show you, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm about to be one of the best slots in this league.
Show him what's good.
Bring it. I love it.
So, but me and him go at it. He gets me sometimes. I get him. It's all competition. I compete with him. But he's a competitor. I like it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? He's not scared to do the dirty work, and I love the guy, man.
How much like pre-snap adjustment and adjustments at the line do you see like in a regular basis, like week to week? Because there's the Bills, it seems like you guys come to the line and there's so much communication and motion and different adjustments, it seems, from the outside eye. But I feel like still a lot of people think, you guys just call a play in the huddle and then come to the line and run it. Like, how much adjustments and, things are happening at the line based on pre-snap indicators and, things that you guys see as you come to the line from the defense?
These last few days of camp, Josh has been talking, like, for the most part, he's been talking to me because, I mean, obviously Diggs and Gabe, they have to run the outside routes because they can't really adjust, and you can't really adjust out there. I can adjust inside. So, like, what, it was yesterday? Was that yesterday? Josh, we were at the line of scrimmage, and Josh seen the safety about the blitz, but the other safety didn't get to the middle of the field.
Okay.
So, like, within a split second, Josh gave me a signal that me and him, I've been here for years, that me and him know, or he's shown Bees, or him and Bees knew, and he gave me a signal. And then I ran the big box fade. And bomb, and we scored.
Mr. Red Zone.
And so there's not much talking, but there's been a lot of talking these past few days.
Okay.
And that's because, like, me and him are talking. Well, I'm not really talking to him. He's talking to me like, yo, Isaiah, be ready for this if I do this. And I'm like, all right, I'm ready for it. And just like today, we had we scored. I scored again today. I'm not trying to post anything, but
I love how all these examples do. Like,
love it.
I scored here. I scored here.
But like, we ran the same thing, like the route I ran on Tarrant, but it was like it was the same. It's kind of the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
It was Cam. It was Cam. He was standing outside leverage. I pushed him outside, went back in and nodded a little bit, and then caught the nod route again.
Okay.
But he told me before that, he said, if I do this, then you do that. He said, if I say this, you do this. So basically, that's how that went. So, like, I think, that's it right there. That's the thing right there.
Got it queued up.
So he said, when I say this, you do this. And then I was like, all right, cool, got it. So he said, hey, he said what he said. And I said, Josh. He goes, yeah. And I go, all right. And then so I run it. And then, but like, me and him are talking a lot more than, obviously, than we used to, obviously, because, I wasn't in there as much as I am now.
Yeah.
Me and him are talking a little bit more day to day, But for the most part, if he sees something, he'll say something.